Impulse Summit is a faith-based empowerment experience. We also have our hands-on learning where you can participate in interactive workshops. We have business and branding growth where you can learn how to elevate your brand. We have personal and professional breakthroughs where we walk away with action. Celebration of excellence is what we have too, where we honor those icons and legends, game changers who have shaped the industry. I suggest you be a part of history, for this is our 7th year and it's going to be our biggest yet. Be a part of the movement. Be a part of the life changing of Impulse Summit. Hello, everyone. It's your girl, Micheline. I am the visionary founder of Impulse Summit, and I'm super excited about being here with you today on Restore Now. Listen, this is our 7th year with Impulse Summit, and this year it is the year of restore. Joel 2:25 said, everything that we lost, that we have, that the cankerworms have eaten, that we have given away, it is time for us to get restored. And when is that time for us? Even more in the beauty and barber industry, it is at Impulse Summit, September the 27th through the 29th in Charlotte, North Carolina. Come celebrate with us. We have some more impactful things that we have been really focusing on. And we have a limited amount of seats, but you deserve to be in one of them. This young lady that I'm about to bring to the seats of Impulse Summit, this will be her first year at Impulse Summit. Her first year actually taking classes outside of being out of the Southfield, Michigan area. She's a young lady that is akin to someone else that has been coming to Impulse Summit, and she told her about it. And she said, this year we're making it. I may be late, but not denied. And so we thank her for being a part of it. Y'all, please welcome to the podcast of Restore Now, none other than Miss Lakeya Mixson. Hi. So listen, I gave just a brief description of who you are, right? But everyone that's listening needs to know who is behind the chair that is doing the magic. Who are you?
My name is Lakeya Mixson. I am the owner of Divine Perfection Salon. I am located in Southfield, Michigan, off Southfield Road, Suite 215. I opened up my salon in 2024, so I'm new at this thing, but I am so excited. I want everyone to be able to know who I am. I specialize in natural hair care, extensions, all types of extensions, and I'm just ready to grow and become a better person.
Listen, the person or people who are looking for you, right? You are in the Southfield, Michigan area, and you believe in the passion of hair.
Yes.
All facets of, traditional extensions, as well as expanded extensions, as well as natural hair.
Yes.
So the name of your salon is, say it again?
Divine Perfection Salon.
Now, the reason why I asked you that, how did you come up with Divine Perfection?
I wanted to come up with it. I wanted to put God and my family into my name. So I thought of so many names, and then I just kept hearing my younger brother always saying it's in divine time, it's in divine time. So with my children and my husband, I just really wanted them to come together with my salon, because family is everything to me, also God. So I used to always say, when it's time for me to do my own salon, I want to be in divine order. I want to make sure that it's in God's time. I don't want to rush it. So that's how I got Divine Perfection. It's a heart symbol with an infinity sign with it. So it's like love, like internally with my family and with God as well. So that's where I got Divine Perfection Salon from.
I like that. So you put some thought into it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes what people do is they just get a name and say, oh, it sounds good on paper.
Mm-hmm.
But you actually took the time to do research as to what God was telling you to do.
Yes.
One thing that you're going to learn at Impulse Summit, because this will be your very first year with us, And
Yes.
I'm excited about that.
I'm
I'm
so
really excited.
excited.
What made you say yes? What was your yes behind it? Because you are a very detailed person. You want details. What is that thing about it?
Saying yes to coming to the summit.
Yes.
Okay, so when my aunt, she sent me the video last year, and I just really liked that it was faith based
Hmm.
because God is everything for me. So when I saw that, I was like, I gotta go, I gotta go. The only thing, it was just stopping me because of my son's football. So when my aunt presented it to me again, I was like, okay, auntie, I gotta do it because one, I've never been to any classes. So I was like, and I just really want to be around people that can help me grow. You know, I want to be around people that we all have the same mindset, and I want to be able to have like connections with other people and not be in a box. So my yes was just about learning and also being able to be with faith-based people that are ready to have a good time. Also, able to pray together, cry together, just have a awesome time. So that's what really had me like to say yes.
Well, that's what you're going to find around us because, before the beauty, you were serving as a nurse.
Hmm.
And it was other people who we interviewed as well that was a nurse. And I always tell people, you either start off being a nurse or you a cosmetologist or vice versa. There's only three people licensed to touch another person, either a doctor, a nurse, a cosmetologist, or a mortician. That's it. We're the only three that's licensed really to touch another person. Now that's big in it, right? So when somebody said to me, I'm like, man, we need to take our craft to something even bigger. So that was a big shift for you. What led you from healthcare to hair care? Like, that connected you to what you was doing as a nurse to now what you're doing behind the chair.
So I always knew that I wanted to. So I always knew that I wanted to help someone, right? All my life, I watched my aunt do hair. I was always around it. So that's what I really, really wanted to do. My mom, she wanted me to do something else. So I'm like trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Um, so finally, I got into nursing. And once I got into nursing, I love helping people because I just always make sure I treat people the way I want my family to be treated. So I've always had a big heart where I'm like, I want to help. I'm always here, to help someone, but it just was something missing. And I knew that I love doing hair. It came natural to me. It was a gift given to me. So I talked it over with my husband, and I was like, I want to do this thing. So I finally was able to get my opportunity to become a cosmetologist, and now I'm not only I'm still helping people, but in a different way. So that was really what stuck with me, always trying to help someone. So now I'm able to help, women with their self-esteem. We're basically therapists, so I'm there to help with people, just to make sure when they come out, they feel beautiful and actually feel better and be able to have a safe space where they can just let it loose, like just drop everything and just have a good time while they're getting their hair done.
Now that's the important part too. The important part is the safe space. Um, Finding that there's so many women and men that's looking for places that they can come and get services done where it's bigger than hair. And when you were saying about how divine timing and how all these things come into place, and then it's a talk around finding your tribe. This is what a lot of young and youthful individuals that's been coming up to me, and not just youthful in age, but just youthful in the industry, that saying, listen, I'm looking for their tribe. I'm trying to find the right people that I can connect with, um, that I can really be vulnerable with, that help me get stronger. So as someone who has always been strong or one a giver, and you're hoping to find that space to be poured into, is that something that you're looking forward to more than anything? Or what are you looking forward to finding out in the seats of Info Summit?
I'm really trying to find someone that can pour into me, that actually care and want to help me because I'm still a baby at this thing. So I'm really excited to meet new people and to just connect with people that are really genuinely here, like to help me, not to carry me along, but like boost, like be a shoulder for each other. And I mean, even if it's like the little things that I might know, I might be able to help someone else. So I'm just really excited about meeting new people and trying to learn new things so that I can grow and become a better cosmetologist.
What if your next breakthrough wasn't in another video, but in a room filled with people who believe?
So if there's one particular specific area where you know you need immediate transformation, what would that be?
My mindset, just changing how I think about, my business. I need some healing. I really do. With this industry, you can get hurt in this industry as well. Trying to move from that hurt and just become, spiritually healed or whatnot. I know it's all a process, and it's a process that I'm willing to endure. Those basically the main ones, the healing and the changing of my mindset and my business structure.
We're coming together to reset our minds, restore our hearts, and reclaim the calling we almost gave up on. Impulse Summit Restore 2025. Register now.
Our first year was Make Room. Our second year was Reveal. Our third year was Stretch. They went through Breathe, Believe. Victory was last year. Now we're at Restoration. When I say that word to you, what does it mean to a woman like you when you say restore, that's always in service mode?
When I hear restore, I hear building, like connecting, because it's always room for growth, right? So just be able to build things up so you can become better and better each day. So that's what, when I hear restore, I hear build.
I like it. And from building, you just opened your salon not too long ago. You're fresh. I love it because you have that new energy, that new vibe that's out there that someone is looking for, whether they're more mature in age or whether, because sometimes people come to me, they think I'm younger than what I am because of how I make them feel. Then the more mature people are like, oh man, okay, I can come get my hair done, because they think I'll be too one of them youthful, ones that say, come with your hair already shampooed and all these other things that's just not supposed to be in the cosmetology world. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. But anyway, Ms. Mixson, you have now find yourself in the seats of a space of ownership, an entrepreneur, young, open ever since 2024, right? A good fresh year. What do you find some of the things that you found that keep you going in your Divine Perfection Salon? What keeps you going from behind the chair in front of the seats and then being able to also pour out to other people?
My family, that keeps me going. I mean, I'm trying to build a legacy for my family. I'm family is everything to me. So that's what keeps me going. My children, I love them. That's what really keeps me going, because I know that I have to succeed for them. And that's what keeps me going, to push and don't give up and don't worry about anything what any other people, what they have to say. Just keep pushing and keep being positive and just stay strong for my family.
So to me, all I hear is intentional. Like, my prayer this year is that God send me in the right space with the right people in the right places, right? And the intentions of you being such a, because how old are you? You don't mind me asking? 34. 34 years old. So you're young, right? And so looking at, I don't like overbooking. And so everyone that walks into your space, they have that nice personalized VIP seating, with you. That's something that a lot of people don't look at. With you being open a year, you like personalized, you like a peaceful environment, and then it's a high quality experience. All these things has your signature on it. What made you say, this is how I want to set out? And then you elevating and plateauing from there.
Well, first, I didn't know overbooking was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing. When I first started doing hair, people were like, I'll be in the salon for so many hours, a whole day. And I'm like, what is that? Because my aunt never did it. I watched her and that's not what she did. So I just never knew that was a thing. So making sure that, I'm not overbooking. And if it is a time that I do overbook, I have an assistant. That's my goal, to have an assistant where I it's a, a chain, so that I'm able to see more people, but never like for people that gives me anxiety. I don't like people waiting. So but that's what sets me apart. I feel like me not overbooking and me coming, having people come in, and I just I just be me. I don't try to become anybody else. I just want to, have them have a good time, and you know, that's pretty much it. That's
I
pretty
like
much
the fact that you said this is me. And what we don't realize sometimes is that when you are trained or you are adapting a certain thing, then that's what you put on. Because the fact that your aunt have already showed you what professionalism looked like, it's a no-brainer, and everything else look like foreign language, right? So as you're going into now ownership of your own facility, your own salon space, you're finding yourself now saying, I need to reach out now to become more educated and invest in myself more, because that was the first thing you said. You was like, I want to know the investment of things. What made you say yes to the investment of yourself, investing in yourself?
um it's a couple of things. I I really just wanted to invest in myself because I'm strong, and I just knew that I could do it. I didn't do the traditional way of doing hair. I started as a apprentice. So working where I was working, I I saw things, and I good and bad, but I was able to say, okay, it's time. When it was time for me to invest in myself, I was like, I'm ready. I'm ready to become the person that I know that I can be. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
And I can say this, a lot of people who are new in the industry, they don't know that importance. And there's somebody that is looking to sit in your chair right now. What is your ideal guest to come into your salon? What is that person that you can say, check off, yes, I want this, I want that, I want this? What would be the ideal guest to come in your chair?
A businesswoman. I want someone that really wants to grow their hair. I really want someone that really wants to take care of their hair, not just chair hop. I want to be able to, for them to sit in my chair, and I'm the only one that's has my hands on their head. That's the ideal type of client. I really strive to, as my clients probably say, because they leave in the summer, get their hair braided. I'm like, okay, I'll see you in 2 months to get them ends trimmed. So I really like push so that they know that I really want their hair to be healthy. So that's my ideal person, a businesswoman that really wants to take care of their hair and not cheer.
What if your next breakthrough wasn't in another video, but in a room filled with people who believe? You've been building the business, but something still feels off. You're tired. You're questioning. You're pouring out. But who's pouring into you? This September in Charlotte, North Carolina, we're coming together to reset our minds, restore our hearts, and reclaim the calling we almost gave up on. It's where stylists, barbers, beauty professionals, and believers come to be revived, rebuilt, and restored.
I said, God, I've given you everything that I have. Now I need you to restore some things for me. I'm leaving all of this here today. I'm not taking it back with me. I don't want to carry it anymore. I don't have the desire for it anymore. I'm leaving it with you. Just hearing Pastor Major preach and speak, that thing just did something to me. It's like it just took so much of the burden away from me.
Restore 2025. Register now.
You know, before they get in your chair, people are looking for that customization. Like, okay, I'm not just going to put this sew in on and when you may need this. And I'm not going to do micro tips on your K-tips when you don't need that, depending on the weight of your hair and the density of your hair. So you said you set your goals to help women feel renewed. When they leave your chair, what do you need in this season to feel renewed for yourself? What are you hoping that God restores for you? Because we're always pouring out, right? We can pour out all day. But after a while, I can drink so much and then I'm empty. But God is saying, how are you getting back restored? What is that you need to be filled, renewed?
I want God to give me wisdom. I want God to give me peace. I want God to be able to restore all of that within me so that I'm still able to be able to pour out to other people. Because without wisdom, what do you have? There's nothing. So that's what I really want God to be able to give me wisdom so that I can walk through this journey and be able to walk through it the right way.
I'm going to add something else to that, Lakeya.
Mm-hmm.
Ask God for instructions.
Okay.
Because everything that we're needing now, more than ever before, is the wisdom to have it. But then we have to have the illustration of what to do with it once we get it. Because we've been wise in decisions and we've been doing things, but we've dropped the ball because we didn't know what to do with it when we got it in our hands. It's almost like, give me the ball, give me the ball. And then we're like this. And we're like, okay, God, do I throw it back? Do I keep it? Do I put it at second base or third base, right? So now we have to add, God, give me the instructions to do what I need to do with this. Because with you being such a youthful entrepreneur, you have the right to restore. And when I say that, you have the right now to talk to people that the boundaries of my family is first. God is first. Let me say that. My family. And then what I can do for you. Once people understand the boundaries of that, then you build upon those things because you are a strong woman. And what God is always telling you is that you have it in you. Now it's time for you to go back and forth, right? Pour it out, pour it in. Be renewed, and that's why you're sitting in the seats of Impulse Summit, not just because, but because God ordained it to happen. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people it's a difference between delayed and denied. You are not denied being there. You may be delayed, but He's going to make up for the rest of it. Someone out there that's just like you, that's wanted to start a business, that started their business and they may be burned out. Have you ever felt a burned out? And if so, what can you tell someone who may have felt burned out or maybe burned out right now and they just only been open for a couple of months or a year?
I haven't been burnt out with hair, but I was burnt out with nursing. And going from nursing to going to cosmetology, it can be scared. It could be, you could be very scared, but I just say you gotta have your time with God where you just gotta be quiet and listen for Him. Stay prayed up because you can do it. When I left the salon I was at, I was so scared to start my own business, and at one point I felt stuck where I was working, and I didn't know what God was gonna do. I prayed, I stayed quiet, but I'm just thankful that He showed me what I needed to do. I panicked a little bit. I was like, okay, I'm gonna start this new business. I'm gonna go do nursing a little bit. I'm gonna get my money up. I applied to so many jobs for nursing, and I didn't get one job. Nurses could get a job anytime, and I sat back and I'm like, okay, God, all right, I need to chill. I know I see what you're trying to tell me. You need to sit still. You need to listen to me because I got you. So when I finally opened up my business and I didn't miss a beat, I can only thank God because, you know, he was there, and he doesn't want me to see that He was going to be there for me. And I'm just glad that I was able to go through that. And I just want to tell anybody that feels nervous about starting a new business, do it. God has you. No matter what, what you think, anything negative, he got you. Stay prayed up, fast, and listen to his word, because he has you. No matter what you might think, just know that he got you.
Let me say this. Listening to you, right? And you said, I didn't burn out on that, but I burned out in this. What God is also revealing to us, right? When we can't get something, it's because he didn't give it to us. When we can't get another job, when we can't do something, when we're not approved for something, when God didn't ordain it. So when you said you try to go out to other jobs, you're right. Nurses can get jobs anywhere, but it wasn't meant for you to do that. It was meant for you to do what he asked you to do, and that was to be obedient. Now, even though you said you was a little nervous about it, it's called concern, because he built us not to fear, but he said it's okay to be concerned about some things. Okay, God, I don't know how you're going to do it, but I know you're going to. At the end, you know the promise of what he's going to do. And that's why he's going to keep pouring back into you and keep giving you new ideas and creative things. If there was something that you want to take back to your salon, because you're multifaceted with extensions and you do the services of shampooing, and what's something that you can say that you will want to bring back to your salon service menu for your guests? Because we're offering mental health there. We're offering all facets of finances, different things like that. What's something that you want to say, I want to incorporate this now into Divine Perfection Studio?
I never thought of that. I mean, it's just, I guess because I'm so new, I got to get myself into where, okay, I'm going to specialize in that. Yes, I'm good at extensions, but I've been doing a little bit of everything because I'm just so new at it, being by myself. So, but I do want to do more of like coloring. I do want to do that. I want to be able to not second guess myself when it comes to that. I want to be able to, I mean, I can color match, but I want to be able to be confident where I'm like not everywhere like, oh no. I want to be able to really become a colorist.
The reason why I asked that, because what you're about to experience is you're about to be around a lot of seasoned spirits. And you want to be able to pull on them and say, what mistakes did you make? What did you do in your business that made you? Because I always tell people, you learn from mistakes more than you do success. Success comes from mistakes. And with you specializing these things, with you being a licensed cosmetologist, you're able to pull on them because you are a signature stylist. You have now opportunities to be with coaches. We're having a coaches cocktail hour just for you and all the other signature stylists that's going to be there, signature ones. We also be doing our VIP cocktail hour for you. We're going to be doing cupcakes and coaching. These are things that you're going to be doing. So you're able to pull on them to say, I want to incorporate this into my salon space. I want to be able to bring this back. And yes, I want to be able to set aside the color specialist and be able to talk to them, because even after you leave, you're going to find family. And we're not just going to leave you there and be like, okay, bye, see you next year. No, it's a continuous cycle of family. How do you feel about that? Because that's something very rare and unique that we offer.
I'm excited about that because I wouldn't mind, being able to reach out to someone like, hey, how do you financially do this, or which way should I go with this and all that. So I'm really excited to be able to have some type of mentor to be able to guide me with things that I'm still new about and I don't really know what to do. I'm really excited about that. I'm a little anxious about it, but I'm excited. I'm really, really excited because I love to learn. I'm ready.
And I know we're ready to pour into you. I know there's somebody out there that's listening right now, those who, whether the course specialist that's going to be there, or whether myself, because I'm taking notes. I'm a person that watch people and I say, okay, she said she want to do this. So it's customizing things like that. With your guest that's coming to your salon now, what is the let's say 3 things that they can say about you? What is the 3 things that your guest can say, oh, that's Lakeya right now?
Professional, hardworking, and professional, hardworking. What else?
I can say you sound like you're consistent.
I That's a good one. That is, I am consistent.
That's what I got. That's what I
I'm
got from
dependable.
listening.
I'm
Yeah,
dependable. Definitely dependable. I'm not. If they coming, I'm coming.
that's good. That's good. Because so many people say, I am tired of the hey hun text. I didn't even know there was such a thing as hey hun text until my
Or
guest
hey
started
boo.
saying it. Yeah, hey boo. She was like,
Uh-huh.
you know what? And I said, what made you? Because I'm always asking my new guests. I'm always getting a lot of the youthful guests that's coming in now. And I said, well, how did you find me? Because I know my presence is not 50 million followers on Instagram and all this other stuff because I don't go off people, I go off hearts. And it was like, oh, what drew me into you is because your consistency of what I see from your profiles and your testimonies, right? From your guests. And that makes me say, how did you find me? And they said, because you get the hey boo text. Sorry. And I didn't even know anything, Lakeya, like for real. I didn't know there was such a thing as a hey boo or hey sweetie text. They say they counseling, And what you just said, if they coming, I'm coming. That's the adaptable thing that you have gotten now in there. So tell them how can they get in touch with you outside of just live today.
You can get in touch with me in my Instagram, Hair by Kia Lachey. And I have a business phone number. I don't know it by heart because I just
We never call ourselves, so that's one thing. So that's one thing.
right. Yeah. So one second. I do have a business number. I just don't know it by heart because
We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll fill it. Chris gonna fill it. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna get you filled in right
okay. But I'm also on South Sea.
there. Okay.
Divine Perfection Salon. And I do have Facebook. I don't really post on Facebook. I know that I need to start posting more on TikTok. My sister told me about that. So
You and me both.
I
Don't even say
said,
that.
I didn't know I had to do all this. I just want to do hair. I got to be a photographer, content creator. This is a lot.
Listen, entrepreneurship is a lot. It comes with, and everybody said, "Oh, I want to open my own business. I want to have my own." They don't know what comes with it. And one thing that I am grateful about is that your ability to say, "I want to invest in me. I want to better me. I want to be a better person for the persons that's sitting in my chair. Not one day, and I also want to leave a legacy. A legacy. What is it that you're expecting God to do at the summit? Personally, professionally, or spiritually?
Professionally, I want God to help me grow. I really would love for me to be able to expand and be able to get connected with people to help me take off because without him, you know, there's nothing that I can do without him.
Mm-hmm.
Spiritually, I want him to really speak to me. I'm really excited about the faith-based part of this summit. I was like, oh my God, I've never watching your video. You do a really good job.
Well,
Watching
thank
the
you.
video, I'm like, I didn't even know it was a thing.
Um,
I was like, that's exciting to be able to learn, but also bring, like, have someone that love God just as much as I love God and bring that into learning and just fellowship. I'm really excited about that. I'm ready to fellowship with other women and also have a breakthrough with God spiritually. I'm really excited.
I'm gonna tell you this. I always tell people, Impulse Summit is not a hair show. It's a summit. And when I say the word summit, God has summoned us there for intentions of building, of growing, of being able to be bold about what he's doing in our life and not apologizing. So many times we apologize and we've been programmed to not speak about him in our spaces and in our places and in our business. And, you shouldn't talk about that so much. Then you'll be able to get a sponsor. No, we have to say now more than anything, let's put him first and the rest of it is going to follow. That's where Impulse Summit is different. That's why we are standing here 10 toes deep and saying, if you don't want to hear him, know him, don't even come. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay because he's going to be there. He's actually beating us there right now because we're praying that he go ahead and clean up any discord or any distraction that's in our way. So what does it look like for you in this season as you sit still, you listen, you're waiting on God? How do you keep your hands from moving, when your heart is ready to leap? Like, and he's showing you in stillness, during this stillness time, what exactly are you hearing sometimes from him? And we got to be obedient with what he's telling us.
So when I'm in my stillness, sometimes I can panic. My husband is definitely, he helps me so much because he's like, we've been here before. God got you. He's done it time after time after time again. So why are you working yourself up when you already know who God is? So my husband has really helped me, and we in this thing together. So shout out to my husband. But stillness for me, I just keep praying and just asking him to, order my steps. So I try to avoid just jumping the gun. I try to, okay, Kia, relax. Let's pray about this. So me and my husband can pray together or just ask for direction, because sometimes we do jump the gun and bump our heads, and that's okay. But I'm just glad that I've been able to know God for myself and being able to get closer to him so that he can speak through me, because we can go to church all day long. But we got to put into work for him, for to even be able to hear him, what he has to say. So I just try to meditate, try to fast so I can hear him, so that it can carry out onto my journey.
What if your next breakthrough wasn't in another video, but in a room filled with people who believe?
Nobody can tell the whole story.
That's right.
Of the first time when you came there and people's lives was getting saved and they was at the release. You had to be in the room to experience that for Chris to do this to you. Come. Right.
Just imagine if I didn't come.
If you didn't come.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody being delivered from whatever was tormenting them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, God, have your way. And that's the biggest thing, is we have to understand that there's something in you that can help somebody else. So we can't always look at about what we are going to get, but also about what we can give.
What we can give.
We're coming together to reset our minds, restore our hearts, and reclaim the calling we almost gave up on. Impulse Summit Restore 2025. Register now.
If you ever been unsure about anything, then what has God gave you or showed you? Is there certain sign, miracles, and wonders that he showed you that you belong there or you belong around us? Because yesterday they kept saying signs, wonders, and miracles over and over and over. And you're like, okay, God, he'll send me a book, or he'll send me something that says restore. He'll send me something that says believe. And I'm like, okay, God, and I'm always like going to stores trying to, because I love journals. Now, okay, God, I know it's in a journal. I know it's somewhere, right? I know it's somewhere. Is it, where is it? Where is it? Has anything showed you that, yes, I needed to be in the building?
One is my aunt's consistency of asking me, bringing it back up to me. Because when she told me to follow you guys, at first I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll think about it. And then when she said it again, and I start looking deeper into like watching your guys' videos and everything, and my pastor, you know, one day he was, well, the other, I think 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, I can't remember. But he basically was talking about like businesses and being able to, push doing things. And I'm like, okay. So just like listening to my pastor preach and everything, and I feel like he speaks when he speaks to me. So I feel like that was one thing that was like, okay, it's time, and I need to learn. I need to touch arms with these seasoned stylists, because I mean, I'm by myself in this suite. So I just think that just paying attention and just keeping being prayed up, God speak through me and say it's time.
You
So
know,
yeah.
I'm seeing when you say you by yourself. One thing you're gonna learn, Lakeya, is that when you come visit and you'll be around us, you will not be by yourself ever again. That's the first thing I guarantee you. Okay, because I stand by. I always tell people I give your money back because it's not about the money. So that's a fact for me. The second thing is, how are you preparing your space before you even enter into your space? How are you preparing it for those people that's coming in? Because you want to issue God into your space even more. He's already there. But there, we give oil, we give keys, we give so many things at Impulse Summit that God tells me what to pray over and have my pastor pray over, that we give out to people. Last year, he gave away rocks. So it's like, what is that next thing that he's going to give us for that confirmation? And so as we're speaking now in the Southfield and surrounding areas, we're now going to issue in more guests into your space that's customized just for you. That's what's going to happen because you have now said yes, and you have now revealed to God that you're ready for restoration, that you're ready to reveal, that you're ready to pour in and be poured into even more. So if someone is listening to this right now and the things that you're going to share out, and you're looking for somebody like Lakeya Mixson, please find her. She's looking for you. And what you're going to get is bigger than hair. There's somebody out there that's young, that's second guessing whether they need to come to Info Summit. What would you tell them?
I would tell them just pray about it and listen to what God has to say to you, because if you want, don't be nervous, because I could say I was nervous at first, but I feel really comfortable, and I'm really excited about what is going to be in store at this summit. And you just need to come, try it out. I don't really know what I'm getting myself into, but I feel like I'm going to get something out of this summit, and I will want you to get something out of the summit as well. So just make sure, you'll be all right. Come on, let's have fun. Let's just have a good time, but don't be scared. If you don't try something, you will never know the outcome. And that's something that I just was like, well, I might as well. I have nothing to lose. I got all to gain. So just come on over to and get ready to come to the Restore Summit.
I like it. Nothing beats a tribe but to even start. Like the only thing that can beat a tribe is if you never get started on it. Joe 2:25 said it is time for restoration, and you can find that with us even more September 27th through the 29th in Charlotte, North Carolina. It is time to rebuild, revive, and resuscitate everything. So many events that we're having, such as the off-site day event. That's a green boots on the ground event. We have our MIM, which is our industry mixer. That's going to be blue, shades of blue. That is where we have our men on pause panel. We have our different panels that we're going to discuss, such as mental health and so many facets of the industry. We also have our amazing power breakfast that we're going to be doing, but we also going to be adding in our signature VIP breakfast along with the Sunday Post with Pastor Major Jones out of Life Point Church here in Tampa, Florida, along with the Cream Gala Award that's going to be happening on Sunday evening. And then we have the release ceremony. We always tell people, you do not want to leave until after it's been released. And that is going to be Monday evening. So if you're coming, come join us. Lakeya, with you having the signature VIP pass, You get your personal signature on paraphernalia. You get 3 virtual classes outside of this the summit where you can tailor to your goals that you want to meet. Premium seating and visibility, personal signature on VIP seating, and a signature promotion package. Custom opportunities to enhance your brand. This is what we're doing right now. Now we've added even more. Our customized signature cocktail hour and VIP signature breakfast that we've added to this as well. If you want to join us, and if you know you need to join us, lock in right now by just simply scanning the QR code or go to stand.store/Impulse Summit, and you too can be in the seats of Impulse Summit with us in Charlotte, North Carolina, September the 27th through the 29th. I'm excited to see your beautiful face. I know we talked over the phone. You have such a contagious smile. I feel like we already, like you, my niece already, like for real. That's just no brain about it. You have another aunt, so it's a done deal. And it's something that I look forward to pouring into you and so many people that's there. Lakeya, you may not be aware of this, but this is something I say all the time at all of my endings, or my beginnings, should I say, or beginnings of new friendships and everything, that I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. Y'all have an amazing day on purpose.
Love you too.